Here's problem 916. A 3 kilogram object moving 8 meters per second in the positive x direction has a one-dimensional elastic collision with an object mass m initially at rest. After the collision, the object of unknown mass has a velocity of 6 meters per second in the positive x direction. What is m? So let's imagine what's going on here. We have mass 1, which is 3 kilograms, moving with an initial velocity of 8 meters per second, going to collide with mass 2, which is m, initial velocity 0. This is the way things look like initially. Afterwards, mass 1 is probably rebounding this way, and we know that mass 2 is moving with a final velocity of 6 meters per second, positive in the x direction like that. So we know what mass 1 is. We don't know mass 2. Mass 1 is 3 kilograms. We know the initial velocity of mass 1. We know the initial velocity of mass 2. And it is an elastic collision. So we have an equations for the final velocities of elastic collision. Knowing that we have the final velocity for mass 2, let's use the formula for the final velocity of mass 2. V2 final is equal to 2 times mass 1 over mass 1 plus mass 2 times velocity 1 initial plus mass 2 minus mass 1 over mass 1 plus mass 2, velocity 2 initial. But in this case, velocity 2 initially was at rest, so this whole second term is 0. And what we do know is velocity 2 final is 6 meters per second. We know mass 1 is 3 kilograms. So let's put that in. Mass 2 is m, which is what we want to find. And we know that velocity 1 initial was 8 meters per second in the positive x direction. So we have a bunch of numbers in m. We can solve for m. In other words, multiplying both sides by 3 plus m, we have 3 plus m times 6 is equal to 6 times 8. Divide both sides by 6, get rid of the 6's here, and solving for m, I have a m is equal to 8 minus 3, or 5 kilograms. So just using the formula and the information given, we can solve for this mass. And the mass of mass 2, m, is 5 kilograms. Answer.